Hey guys, welcome back to my Superflat series. Before I start today's episode, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched episode 1. I wasn't expecting that much of a response and it was great to see, so thank you very much. Today's plan is to get the big plan in motion, and for that to happen I'm going to need plenty of gunpowder. One slight issue though, I'm getting very low. Not to worry though, I just have to build myself a creeper farm. For that I'm going to need a couple of tamed cats, and they like fish. 11 fish, that should be enough. To find the 2 cats I need, I'm going to need to fly to a couple of villages nearby, and for that obviously I need gunpowder. So I'm going to head out for the night, kill some creepers, and hopefully this is the last time I have to do it. "45 pieces, that should be plenty." Oh yeah, and last episode I asked for suggestions for the name of this horse, not expecting much of a response. But yeah, I got plenty of names back, so I did a bit of a lucky dip last night. I put all 5 suggested names into a dispenser, just to keep it random and fair. Then I hit the button 4 times, and whichever was the last name standing in the dispenser would be the chosen name, which was Sir Frederick I. That name was suggested by Joshua Lifeheart, so thank you very much to him and everyone else who got involved. It was quite fun, so maybe I'll do another one in the future. So it's time to grab my fish, head on over to the nearest village, and hopefully find myself a couple of cats. Oh, and here comes the rain. Managed to get myself 2 cats without any major difficulty. Because I can't really call these cats pets, I'm actually just going to name them pretty simple, Cat 1 and Cat 2. So I've got all the materials for the creeper farm, I just need to find somewhere to build it. I'm probably going to build it somewhere over here. Right, I think it's all done. I'm just going to go AFK very briefly just to check out the rates. Right, here we go. I don't actually know how long I was AFK for, but let's just check it out. It's quite an ugly contraption. That's not too bad actually. And it shows that it's working, and it's actually a glow squid farm as well. If you look at that. Oh. And that's where my mic decided to stop working. So hello, it's Future Pixel. I'll be taking over for a little bit. So the plan is to collect every item and block in the game that is available to me in the Superflat world. And I know you might be thinking it doesn't sound too difficult, like come on, it's a Superflat world, how many items are there? But I've done the maths and there's over 950 obtainable items and blocks to find and craft. And I want to build myself a nice big museum just so I can put everything, items, blocks and all sorts on display. But, there's always a but, I need to find the right location because there's a few blocks I can't pick up or move. They are the end portal frames, the 2 spawners, which are the silverfish spawners, which can be found at the end portals, and the cave spider spawners, which can be found in the exposed mine shafts, and bedrock, but that can literally be found anywhere in the world. So I headed out looking for a stronghold that had a mine shaft underneath it, and that mine shaft needed to have a cave spider. While out and about on my travels I did find 2 items I needed for the museum, which was the goat's horn from a pillager outpost, and also one of the newer music discs from a stronghold chest. I probably managed to find about 5 or 6 strongholds before the durability of my elytra started getting worryingly low. A couple of them had mine shafts in the area, but none unfortunately had a cave spider spawner. While heading back to base to repair the elytra wings, I did stumble across this cave spawner. At first I just deemed this spawner as useless because it was just miles away from any sort of stronghold. But then I remembered if you travel through the Nether, it's 8 times quicker. So the 580 block gap between the spawner and the stronghold just becomes just over 70 blocks in the Nether. So this is where I'll hand you back to Present Pixel just to explain about the portals. So I've been trying to link some portals off camera, and I think I've finally sorted it. So this is where the museum will be, and this spawner will be part of the piece. The stronghold is over that way, the one where I'm going to use the end portal frames. So if you head through this portal here, this will bring you to a pretty long corridor. I'm going to have maybe all the nether items and blocks stored in here or something like that, some sort of theme. And then once you make your way to the end, head on through the portal, and that brings you out of the stronghold. Obviously I can move the portal a bit closer to the end frames. So I'll be putting the silverfish spawner on display, and I'm not sure if it'll be all 12 portal frames or just the one. It's still pretty early in the planning stages at the minute, but we're finally getting some sort of shape or way of how this will work. I know this episode's been a slightly shorter one, but I want to end it there just so I can get some feedback from you guys, any ideas, anything like that, before I start setting in the foundations of the museum and start collecting. So if you do have any thoughts or ideas on the museum and anything like that, drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Before I do end this episode though, I just want to show you a couple more things. This is my first 50 subscribers wall, so take a look. If you have subscribed and you're not on here, let me know. YouTube doesn't normally notify me of everyone subscribing, so let me know if you're not on the board and I'll add you on it. The second thing I want to show you is in my secret map room. And this is my honourable mentions board. This is where anyone who's helped me out for the channel, anything like that, goes here. So obviously Mog Swamp, the king of Superflat, has inspired me to not only start a Superflat world but start a YouTube series as well. Stephen, he's the guy that made that list of all the items and blocks that are obtainable in Superflat. And also I Like Toast, he makes all my channel art, profile pictures, things like that, and I also use his music for these episodes. So thanks for watching. Like I said, if you do have any thoughts, comments, suggestions about the museum, anything like that, please jot them down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And until episode 3, see you later.